Vlogmas is you.
Hey guys, so it is currently Vlogmas Day 19 and I am feeling so much better. I was so sick by the end of the last vlog that I posted, and I actually took 2 days off from vlogging, so I didn't vlog at all yesterday. And normally you vlog the day before you post for Vlogmas. Like, I would vlog all day yesterday and then I would post the video today. That's technically how it's supposed to work. If you've looked at my channel at all, you see that I post late all the time, but that's generally how it's supposed to go. I did not vlog yesterday. I'm just going to record this video really quick because I wanted to take a couple days from like the whole grind of it because I got really sick and I kind of needed a break. I was planning on going out of town and doing this really fun thing in Atlanta with Christmas lights and stuff like that, and seeing my friend, and also surprising my nieces by going to South Carolina and doing like all that to have like a really fun week before Christmas on my Vlogmas. But honestly, I'm pregnant and I was super duper congested. I've already been sick once while I was pregnant, and my husband was sick all of last week, so I just decided to play it safe. We didn't go anywhere. I didn't film at all yesterday, and today my husband took over my vlog. So everything that gets posted tomorrow is actually going to be all him. I'll probably help with like the final edit, but he already edits a lot of like the first drafts of my vlogs. So he's filming the whole thing, he's narrating a lot of it, and he's going to at least do the first draft of the edit. So that's all going to be him tomorrow, which really gives me a break. So today I just had to film this little bit, so I still post a video today. I wanted to jump on and I wanted to film a video of how to make ginger tea. This is something that my Haitian mother-in-law has showed me how to make. I'm probably gonna do it wrong because she only showed me once, and my husband is never like 100% sure about how to do these type of things. So I'm just gonna do it the way that me and him always do it. But so if we do it wrong, that's okay. Leave it in the comments. We love any sort of feedback. But yeah, this is what we do to try to shock our systems and make ourselves feel better when we're sick. And it actually works so well. I love this tea. I actually sometimes just make this tea just for a little detox. I love ginger. I love that it's like spicy and stuff like that. So it's really good. If you've never done it before, if you've never had like a natural tea, because I never did before I was with my husband and his family like introduced me to this stuff, I can't believe it. This, like, the natural remedies are so much better than all the synthetic stuff you can get from the store. So join me. I would say go grab a tea and like watch me make this tea, but honestly you should just watch me do it, and then you should go get some ginger yourself and make yourself a ginger tea because it will make you feel better. Alright, let's do this. First thing is first, get yourself some ginger. I just had my husband go get this, and it was apparently a mission, so hopefully your town doesn't have everyone getting sick and everyone buying up the ginger right now, because he had to go to 3 stores to buy fresh ginger, which is crazy. And if you have a little bit of ginger left over in your fridge, make sure you use that first so you don't waste it. I don't need this much ginger right now. He bought me a lot. We're gonna do this much for both of us. First step, wash your ginger. Okay, once you have the washed ginger, we're gonna get a knife and we're gonna cut this up. I don't peel the ginger because the skin doesn't really affect it in any way. So I just cut it up into like nice sized chunks. I get this ginger. And then this is the part that I'm not sure is really necessary. But I really like to do it because it makes the ginger tea a little bit stronger. So I'm going to mash, not all of it, but I'm going to mash a few of them so that it really makes the flavor come out more in the tea. Faster, at least. So you don't have to, like I said, I don't think you have to, or I don't even know if you're supposed to mash it. I like to do this because it really helps bring out the flavor. And if you like a spicy tea, I highly recommend. I think that's enough. So we're going to use all of this in our ginger tea. Now this is something else that you definitely don't need to do, but let me know if you're someone who does this. I have a hot water kettle, and this is like my favorite appliance in my kitchen. And I boil this before I try to boil water because then it takes half the time to boil the water. So I'm going to boil the water in my hot water kettle. And then once it's ready, we are going to put the ginger and the hot water on the stove, and we are going to boil this thing.
So sick of heartbreaks, mistakes, losing my cool. These lazy Sundays, always thinking it through. Now I'm missing all the days when I had nothing to lose. And now I'm talking.
We are going to boil this until it starts to come to a boil, and then we will turn down the heat a little bit. But you want it to get really hot, and you're going to want it to boil on the stove for a good amount of time. You want the water to start to reduce because that's going to make a much stronger tea. So our tea has come to a boil. So I'm going to reduce it a tiny bit so that it doesn't overboil on us. And then we want it to brew for probably at least 10 more minutes. So this has been boiling. Oh, that was my fault. So this has been boiling now for over 10 minutes. It's reduced a little bit. I could keep going, but we are going to go out. So I'm going to go ahead and drain this. And before people comment that I used way too much ginger, that's probably the case. So that is probably the case, but here's the thing. Okay, I've also never strained it before. I normally just put the ginger into the cups because I don't mind having chunks of ginger in mine, but we just got this strainer. My husband really wants me to use it, so I might lose some of my tea doing this, but that's okay. I'm going to split it up. I think most of the tea went into this cup and the drain, but we'll do this. But just so you know, even though I use this much ginger for this 1.5 cups of tea, I can reuse this ginger. So, like, I'm not concerned about it, and I will reuse it because we'll probably make ginger tea with this ginger, like, at least 2 more times. So, we just like to use a small pot because that's what we're used to doing. So... And my husband likes his really condensed. Like, he doesn't want a big cup of tea. I like a big cup of tea. Like, I can water mine down and, like, keep drinking mine forever. Like, keep just adding more water to it. Or even if it's strong, like, I'll just drink, like, a huge cup of it. I really like it, but he does not. So I'm going to show you 2 ways to drink it. One is just take this and drink it, and that's probably what I'm going to do. The other way is the way that my husband likes it. So get yourself some honey. And we've almost used all of ours because he has a problem and he consumes a lot of this.
Don't use the comb. Do not put the honeycomb in there.
Okay, so he's saying don't use the comb because I used the comb once. What did I put it in?
Ginger tea, I think.
Did I?
Some type of tea.
No, I put in
coffee.
Your coffee.
Oh my goodness.
And your coffee wasn't that hot, so it didn't melt. But one time I did make ginger tea for him where I, like, when I was boiling it, I put the honeycomb in the boiling water. And if you do it while you're still sizzling the water, it's, it's perfectly fine. The comb will completely disintegrate and you won't notice it. Also, because you have all the ginger chunks in there, you won't notice it. If you just put a honeycomb in a cup of coffee with cream, they will notice it and it will be flaky and it will be really awkward. So don't do that. So I'm going to give him a nice scoop of honey because he likes it really sweet. And I'll have him be the taste tester. And I'm going to try mine without, and then I might add honey, but honestly, I usually like things not sweet. So first, trade. All right, what do you think?
Extremely hot.
Yeah, this is actually hard for him. He hates drinking hot stuff.
Really good.
Is it really strong or not that strong?
Oh, really strong. I'm fighting that cough right now, just how strong this ginger is, but it's sweet enough. So as long as it's sweet enough, I'll muster through. But
final verdict. Also, my hair looks greasy. It's not greasy. I started straightening it when it was wet, and it's like not fully dry, like at the roots. It's really good. Like, it's actually not too strong where, like, you can't drink it.
no, yeah, it's good.
Like, I'm not, like, like, sometimes we make it and it's really strong. Because we, like, let it reduce for, like, 40 minutes on the stove if we have more water.
And then it's, like, unholy. Like, you can't even drink a sip without coughing.
So if you have less ginger, that's totally fine. Like I said, I went overboard on the ginger, but I was trying to make it quickly. Less ginger, just like boil it on the stove longer. Use more water, let it reduce longer, and it will be just as strong. So anyways, we are going to drink our cups of ginger tea, and we are going to call it a night. Thank you so much for joining me, Vlogmas Day 19. I can't believe it. We're already on the last week of Vlogmas, and I'm actually on time for once, so let's try to keep it that way, or I'll try to keep it that way. You have no control over it. But bye guys, thank you. Do you want to say anything?
I'm looking up.